Welcome to Kansas City.
We took another road trip because we felt like it.
The noblest reason of all.
I've lived in St. Louis for 27 years and I've never been to Kansas City.
Not ever?
Never. They're supposed to be a pretty big city and like supposed to have good food too.
Supposed to have good barbecue. I've been here once about 10 years ago. I don't remember the food, I remember the drinking. We just came back from the Blackhole Bakery here in Kansas City. We came here specifically because I was jealous of everyone else having mochi donuts, and we have none in St. Louis.
I've never heard of a mochi donut. They're
Usually in these cute little beaded rings, like an actual donut, but here they come in gigantic donut hole balls. You wanna try mochi ball?
I'll try a bite.
They're supposed to be made with some rice flour. They're supposed to be crispy on the outside, very soft and tender inside.
We just got done with the donut tour and I am still like sick from it. I'm just gonna try a bite.
Do you want me to eat it all? I've actually been thinking about the donut tour this entire time. I could go for a few more. It's not the texture inside I was expecting to see.
It's hard to describe it. The outside tastes fried like a donut.
The inside's gummy.
Like the mochi. And maybe it's because I'm sick of donuts right now. I think I can do without the outside.
I was gonna say the exact opposite. That's actually really good. I like how chewy it is. Hold on. It's extremely hard to describe. It's sweet at first. It's very chewy. It's not very sweet inside, I think.
No, it's not.
Kind of tastes like a little bitter, like a little bit like dark chocolate. We also have a Reese's Pieces version.
That's all you.
It's so strange. It does not taste like a donut. Or does it?
I think like this is better than the chocolate one.
It's almost like a donut. It starts a donut, and then it goes wildly askew.
It tastes like a tongyun.
And then finally, just because I am incapable of passing one of these up, I have a cinnamon roll.
We can wait on dinner.
This is what I wanted during our donut tour. Still a little dry, but it is like noon. No one makes fresh donuts at noon. I have no idea where we are.
Me neither. We were right by UMKC.
Shout out Lady Hawks.
Is that there?
I have no idea who they are.
It's also our 2nd year anniversary.
Ugh! I clapped while I had hand sanitizer hands.
I think it got in my cup lid.
So now we're here in town, we are going to get some tapas. Ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you at the hotel. So we just got back here from La Bodega here in Kansas City.
It's a tapas place. It was delicious.
We warned the waitress that like we're about to order everything. And I don't think she got about halfway through her order before she realized that we meant we were gonna order everything. and had to leave to go find a pencil.
It was happy hour apparently and I hadn't eaten anything. So I'm like...
So we broke that place.
We got a picture of the white sangria, which was really good.
We got the especial that was topped with champagne. I don't know.
It was definitely strong. The seafood paella. It was like...
I think everything else was pretty fantastic though.
Yeah, I think the seafood was okay. I think the scallops were really good in the paella, but the paella itself wasn't great. It was really watery.
The shrimp in the butter sauce, I thought that was really, really good.
Buttered garlic cream sauce.
The only thing that would have made that, I think, a little bit better is I feel like a half loaf of French bread just to dip in that sauce at the end. If anything took away from it, it's the fact that we had to leave it there on the table for them to take it away.
Yeah, the sauce seemed like a waste.
Makes me sad to this moment.
The octopus was pretty good.
I really like the yogurt sauce. I know you didn't. It was lemony, it was peppery.
I think the cumin is what I didn't like. But the chickpeas were good. The octopus was grilled to perfection.
They were deep fried curry chickpeas. Those were pretty delicious.
They were. And then we got braised short ribs of some kind.
We were a little confused about that just because we had ordered so many things. The meatballs were fantastic, especially dragged through that cheese sauce.
The meatballs were really good. And then like they gave us some crostinis that were toasted perfectly. The Mexican corn was really good.
There was cheese inside of it, there was mayo inside of it, there was cheese on top of it. Definitely a bit heavy.
It was really, really good.
It was sweet from the corn, it was a little charred. You got that fat from the cheese and the mayo. It was a little bit spicy, it was really good. I thought the papas fritas, I know this is really basic of me, it's basically fries, but it was so fresh. The spicy mayo that was over it was so good. I know it's simple, I know it's not that exciting compared to
He filled up on it. He filled up on it.
Filled up on it. White, I don't know.
We had dates, pancetta wrapped dates, and that was probably the most disappointing one.
It was as advertised, pancetta wrapped dates filled with chorizo. It just...
I didn't taste any chorizo in it.
In my mind, I really wanted like a crispy bacon wrapped date. Crispy and salty on the outside, sweet on the inside. I think that's maybe more my expectations to blame. It was fine, it's just we had 8 dishes. Kind of full, like someone's not gonna make the cut.
Still, compared to St. Louis, that was probably one of the better tapas places. It was actually really good.
It was really, really good. It was the first stop we made, so obviously we were interested. But it was really nice to come to town, have a sample kind of everything. We had a big pitcher of, sorry, I'm god drunk.
We had a big pitcher of sangria.
Now.
He drank most of it. So now we are going to...
But it seemed like I've been sober this whole video, right?
We're going to wrap this up, and then hopefully maybe we might get some dinner later. Probably not. We might get some custard. I don't know. But we're going to definitely take a nap. We'll see you guys when we eat more stuff.
I feel like I had something else to say. Nope.
Good morning.
Good morning. So our first stop here this morning is Messenger Coffee Company. Sounds like it might be busy, but it's supposed to be worth the wait.
It's only a 10-minute walk from our hotel, so we're gonna go check it out.
So we'll see you there. So how'd you feel about breakfast?
I like breakfast. It was really good. I got the Greek yogurt with honey and granola and berries.
And I got the steel cut oats with some, I think it was raspberry mixed in.
Which was the poorer choice.
It tasted healthy.
It was a really cute atmosphere. There was 3 levels. The first floor where you order, and there was the bakery.
And then you could see them roasting the coffee on the second floor.
Then the 3rd floor had like an outdoor terrace with like a giant fireplace. It was really nice. I really liked it.
So now we've napped that off for a little bit and we're ready for more.
We're going to try blue koi noodles and dumplings because I love nothing more in this world.
So we are going to eat our body weight in those and then hopefully come away with a bubble tea. I'm so uncomfortably full. We had 3 bubble tea, 24 dumplings, a soup dumpling bowl. We had the duck wrap. That's a lot. All the sauces were pretty sweet. They didn't have any like hot chili oil. They did have sriracha, but I'm not a big fan of that with dumplings.
We didn't ask them though.
That's true, but shouldn't have to ask for hot chili oil. The very best thing we had was the hot chili wontons.
Spicy chili wontons.
Which were, I think, pork and shrimp, you said. Then we had the combination of pork, chicken, shrimp dumplings. The only thing that I didn't love was the pork dumplings by themselves were pretty dry, I thought.
Yeah, the pork dumplings by themselves, it was pretty dry and the taste was bland, so. And then me personally, I like really thin skinned dumplings. Like these skins are really thick.
I would also say when you got that duck wrap, that sounded good. It sounded like it'd be, I don't know. I was expecting small little things. And this was just a duck burrito, which I had no interest in.
I guess you can say it's like a single order Peking duck, so that's what I was expecting. I thought the actual flavor of the duck was not bad. It wasn't too dry.
Your soup seemed nice and clean. It was just, I was much too full to even try it.
I'm used to wonton noodle soup being served with egg noodles. Theirs, I think they are handmade noodles. It was also the same as the dumpling wrappers. So it's like I'm just eating straight dumpling wrapper with soup.
We're gonna do a little bit of shopping now. We are back from Stroud's. Our expectations were that it was going to be the best fried chicken in Kansas City, and perhaps it is, but I thought it was not that good.
I knew you'd say that.
It's kind of the same problem that, maybe I just don't like fried chicken, because how would you describe the flavor of the breading?
Greasy.
Greasy. What was the flavor of the meat? It tasted like nothing.
I mean, I thought it was good. It's pan fried and not like deep fried.
I don't care, season it.
So, I mean, the bang for your buck, you really can't beat. I ordered a half order of gizzard. It was like gigantic. It was so much that I brought some back. Super crispy and like super delicious, and I love them. They're so good.
There were at least 8,000. That is an acquired taste I have not sought to acquire. That came with mashed potatoes, green beans, a salad, cinnamon rolls, which I will get to.
And then we got a side order of sauteed mushrooms.
Sauteed mushrooms are, I think, one of my favorite things. A bunch of mushrooms cooked in a bunch of oil and butter.
I think it was too fatty, that's why I didn't like it.
Oh, so good. It was all very like homey, in that you would eat it at home and you're not about to complain about it.
It was a bit underwhelming.
Would you make it a point to go there if you came back to KC?
No.
Would you make it a point to go back there ever?
No.
If you wanted fried chicken, would you find somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
It's hard to compete with these chains.
It's hard to compete when you do it less well. Popeye's spicy fried chicken. Oh my god.
We should be sponsored by Popeyes.
But I will say the cinnamon rolls I thought were pretty fantastic.
The cinnamon rolls were actually pretty good.
It wasn't just like a sprinkling of cinnamon sugar on top of some rolls. It was like an actual crust of buttery cinnamon sugar all over.
I'd say it wasn't even too sweet and it didn't taste like really greasy like it looked. Someone said they were full, and then someone went on to eat like 3 cinnamon rolls.
I was full. They fixed that. I would say that I did keep forgetting that we weren't in the South while we were there. It was like a Tennessee-style restaurant, I thought.
It was
that,
good.
It disappointed me in their fried chicken.
So all that's left to try is Kansas City barbecue, I think.
See you in the morning.
We finally had it. We had Joe's Barbecue in Kansas City.
The highest rated barbecue place in Kansas City. A must stop for anyone passing through. This is the place to get barbecue around town.
It's been on many Food Network shows, I think. Yeah.
I would bet at some point Guy Fieri has been here. So I got the burnt end sandwich.
I got the 3 ribs with 1 meat dinner, and I got the pulled pork as my 1 meat. On the side of that, I also got 1 sausage links just so I can try it because I love sausage. I'd say the ribs were really good because they're really juicy. Although I smothered it with barbecue sauce and I didn't really just taste it by itself. But I thought it being really juicy because I like it when it's like really juicy and fatty. So it was really good to me.
I didn't taste it really with the barbecue sauce, and I think we have the exact opposite taste in ribs though, because I like a nice crispy bark, like a flavorful bark. And I like it to be a little overcooked. I liked it to be falling off the bones. It was like fatty and moist and dripping in sauce.
And the sausage was really good, though nothing special. Not like Terry Black's in Austin.
I did like the burnt end sandwich. I don't usually like burnt ends, but they were, I thought, pretty good. It had a lot of like crispy bark on it. It had a lot of fat. I didn't love their barbecue sauces though.
Yeah, their barbecue sauces, they tasted the same. It was just like...
all of them tasted pretty much like ketchup.
Yeah.
I would say the biggest disappointment was their pulled pork, something that I thought we didn't even need to get because it's so easy to do well. Theirs, it was a little pale, a little flabby.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
They had some seasonal vegetables that I thought was really good. It was almost like a succotash. It was...
yeah, like a corn, onion, pepper medley. Their toasted white bread was so good. I never eat the bread, but like I had 1 bite and I just like ate.
You don't like bread, but turns out you like butter. Would you consider Joe's Barbecue to be a must-stop?
If you like barbecue and you're coming to Kansas City, then I'd say yeah.
How do you feel like it held up to our St. Louis barbecue tour?
I'd say it holds up to St. Louis. Well, No. Maybe I think St. Louis is better.
I know we seem biased, but yeah, maybe we are.
I think St. Louis is better. I mean, like, even with our differing tastes, I still prefer St. Louis.
We certainly had some complaints about some of the St. Louis places, but I thought that every barbecue rib that we had in St. Louis was better than this. Now, the burnt ends, we don't have too much beef barbecue over in St. Louis.
That's true. That's something you have to go to Texas for.
And they also had brisket that we didn't try. I don't know, just because, yeah, outside of Texas, we don't generally care too much about beef barbecue. It falls so short that, I don't know, why bother?
Did I feel safe going to this restaurant?
Ooh, yes. That was the least safe I think I've felt since the pandemic in a restaurant.
There's no social distancing. They have the signs, but like no one's enforcing anything.
They were talking about the deep state overthrowing the election, so I think that might have been a lost cause. Yeah. But every time we took a step away, they would stay like 2 inches away from us. They were like clinging to us. I could smell them behind me. Even if it wasn't a pandemic, I don't want anyone to be standing that close to me.
Yeah, I'm not saying like you can't stand next to your partner or like, you know, the group that you travel with, but like...
But she's further away than they were from us. It was not bad food though.
It wasn't bad food, but I was also watching the employees clean, and like I think it's not smart also in a pandemic to like just have communal barbecue sauce bottles.
But I would say if you're in Kansas City and you really want some barbecue, just make the trip to St. Louis because it's only 3 hours away. Well, that is it for Kansas City, everyone.
I really enjoyed Kansas City.
It was a beautiful city. It was nice to walk around downtown. There was so much to do. There were so many little places to go and shop and to eat. It was also clean. It was also empty, I guess probably because of COVID.
Yeah, it was a really clean city compared to other places, and it was beautiful weather the entire time we were there. I didn't think the food itself was all that memorable.
It was hard because we only got to do a sampling of each of the different categories that we like. It'd be nice to someday go back and do a deeper dive, because I know if we just went off the most popular St. Louis restaurants, I don't think we'd be too impressed either.
That's true.
What was your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant, I would have to say, is La Bodega.
By far. It was such a fun experience. It was such a great introduction to KC. Just having that big pitcher of sangria, all those endless dishes.
And you love the music.
And I love the music. Best by far.
Yeah, a really good first experience.
What was your single favorite dish of the trip, though?
I would have to say my favorite dish of the trip would be the chicken gizzards that I got from Stroud. I love gizzards, and they're so good. It was like super crunchy, super crispy, not crazy heavy, and I just ate a lot of it.
And I would say my favorite dish came from there as well, which was the cinnamon biscuits. They're absolutely perfect.
I probably wouldn't do barbecue.
It's tough standing up against St. Louis barbecue and the Austin barbecue that we had recently.
Yeah.
They made an attempt, but it's a different league. I'm glad we got to do everything that we set out to do, too. We got barbecue, we got the fried chicken, we got tapas, we got mochi donuts, which I was excited for. I finally got bubble tea, got to try the KC dumplings.
The bubble tea was actually pretty good. It was a really good trip, and actually we like extended our trip by an extra day just because, you know, it was so nice in the city, the weather was great, and the hotel was awesome. I would like to come back and try different things, like maybe do a little more shopping, maybe walk around some parks.
If there's any restaurant we missed out on, any kind of food that we should have explored, make sure to let us know in the comments, because we would love to come back. It is not that far of a trip for us.
3.5 hours.
I know you hate the drive, but having driven west of Kansas City, it gets worse. I think that's it for this time.
Make sure to like and subscribe for more content.
Bye.
Bye.